Recently, Saudi Arabia has revealed plans for the Mirror Line, a 75-mile-long skyscraper that will span its desert and house up to 5 million people. It's expected to cost a whopping $1 trillion. Also, the cutting-edge skyscraper will be taller than the Empire State Building and made of mirrored glass, as well as a section of the desert city called the Neom, which will be roughly the size of Massachusetts. How amazing does that sound, right? In today's video, we're going to be seeing the plan for a city in Saudi Arabia which will approximately cost $1 trillion. This video is surely going to blow up your mind as it's going to be very crazy. Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out everything. The plan of Neom City, which is going to be formed in Saudi Arabia, was announced in January 2021 by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He wants his country to host a construction project as iconic and timeless as the pyramids of Egypt. He also said that it is a project that is a civilizational revolution that puts humans first. The engineers who have taken up this project are claiming that it could take up to 50 years to complete this project. However, the prince wants to get it done before 2030, which seems to be impossible. The region where the city is going to be built is situated on the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba, with the Straits of Tehran separating the two bodies of water. On the other hand of the Tehran Strait is the charming El Sheikh, an Egyptian city that is popular as a tourist destination and one of the most well-known and expensive seaside resorts in Egypt. So what exactly is the city all about? Well, Saudi Vision 2030 is a project that centers on a group of futuristic superstructures known as Neom. With this initiative, the nation hopes to diversify its economy, lessen its reliance on crude oil, and speed up research in several science-based fields. Neom is composed of three main components. The first part is the $500 billion octagon, which is a futuristic floating structure located on the shores of northwestern Saudi Arabia. It has a bold layout, a megacity in the shape of an octagon that the Crown Prince says will serve as a paradigm for how people, industries, and technology can coexist in harmony with nature, will have the largest hydrogen production facilities as the foundation of its hydrogen economy, and half of the city will float on the 600-meter deep Red Sea. Although there won't be any cars there, only high-speed rail transit systems, it will have air travel and one of the world's largest ports with a capacity of about 3.5 million TEUs. The second component of Neom is Trojena, and it is here that Saudi ambition is raised to a completely new level. Trojena will be a top-notch destination carved out of or into Saudi Arabia's highest mountain range. We're talking about a superstructure on mountains that are between 1,500 and 2,600 meters above sea level, and it will cover about 60 square kilometers. However, that isn't even the most impressive aspect of the project. Since the weather in these mountains changes throughout the year, the team will eventually develop unique experiences for each season. These experiences will include a skiing resort, a music festival, mountain biking, and a variety of other enjoyable and soothing pursuits. The third part of Neom completes the circle, the finish line, and if any of the previously mentioned projects sounded impressive, then this one is the star because it is the cornerstone of the Neom project. In simpler terms, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman wanted the line to serve as a template for how future worlds would appear, and the vision is beyond breathtaking. The line represents a revolution in how the world approaches civilization, placing humanity before all else. Despite the insane population, the line will only occupy 34 square kilometers of the desert like an octagon and will be powered entirely by renewable energy. The line will be a 500-meter high superstructure of reflective glass that will be 200 meters wide and stretch 170 kilometers through the desert, cutting through mountainous terrain. For now, it's not completely sure if renewable energy will be sourced from the hydrogen plants they are creating. The line won't have any roads or vehicles, and it will produce zero carbon emissions because humanity is prioritized. Residents of commerce will be able to access all the amenities they require within a 5-minute walk, but if they need to visit someone or explore the entire structure, a high-speed rail that travels the entire horizontal length of the line in 20 minutes will quickly get them where they need to go. Members of the Neom team have dubbed this concept zero-gravity urbanism because it divides the line's structure into 3 distinct levels that can be accessed through 3 dimensions of movement: up, down, or across. The line's first level will be for pedestrians only. There will be no roads or cars, only parks and green parks that promote walking and other leisure activities. The second level will serve as a service level with shops and a variety of other commercial spaces where residents can access goods and services. The third level is the lowest and will serve as the city's backbone. This is where people and goods will be transported throughout the city using the high-speed transit system. The city's features do not end here. Artificial intelligence will also play a significant role in the residents' daily lives. Automation will be the new normal, promoting efficiency throughout the futuristic city, and the city will also feature digital air. It means that there will be free high-speed Wi-Fi for all residents in the line, and the weather will be manipulated all year to meet the needs of the residents. This has already occurred in Dubai. All of this was possible due to the cloud seeding technology and a couple of other new solutions. In the desert, artificial clouds will be created and rainfall will occur more frequently. Also, the water which the residents will drink will be 100% renewable. In terms of business and socio-economics, the city will not operate within Saudi Arabia's current governmental framework. Instead, it will have its own tax system. It will have liberal labor laws as well as an independent judicial system. When Project Neom was first announced, a lot of ideas were thrown around. On the one hand, the team talked about having flying cars, robotic stewards, and a couple of other sci-fi inspired elements, but it sounded too good to be true. Also, no one believed it would see the light of day in 2019. Construction officially began in 2019, with the first slated completion date of 2025 being pushed back to 2030 due to several delays. The project was originally slated to cost $500 billion, with funds coming from the Saudi government and the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, a sovereign wealth fund shared by the prince himself. However, that cost has recently doubled, and the Neom team has stated that any hopes of a 2030 completion will require at the very least a sum of $1 trillion. However, it is said and believed that the Saudi government will proceed with the Neom project because the authoritarian country wants to overtake Dubai and the UAE as the pioneers of futuristic technology in the Middle East. Also, Prince Salman is an ambitious man who has opened up the country significantly in the last few years, so the project will proceed as planned even if it costs close to $1 trillion. They may wish to scale back the project to save money, but Project Neom will proceed as planned. The Mirror Line, according to Prince Mohammed, will not only be hot, sticky and sandy, but will also include a sports stadium 1,000 feet above the ground. The buildings are expected to be completely carbon neutral and environmentally sustainable. Skyscraper designers are struggling to predict, first and foremost, whether residents will consider living in a high-rise building after the pandemic. Furthermore, the migration of animals and birds, as well as the most efficient method of dealing with the structure affecting groundwater flow, must be determined. Environmental planners argue that the mirror line's sheer size and length will disrupt migratory bird patterns and that the building's mirrored glazing will further confuse them, contradicting the project's desire to be environmentally friendly. How was the project taken globally? The Mirror Line project was initially scheduled to be completed in 50 years. However, the completion date has been pushed back to 2030 because builders and urban planners need help to resolve numerous questions and controversies. Due to widespread Western boycotts of the nation over alleged human rights violations, foreign investment in the Neom have not been as plentiful as expected. The murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi was allegedly ordered by Prince Salman in 2018, but the Crown Prince has refuted this claim. When the project was announced, it drew criticism for violating human rights because tribes had been forcibly removed from the area and a resident had allegedly been killed by security. Some people with less political integrity have questioned whether the proposed project is too ambitious. Due to funding issues, Saudi Arabia previously decided against building a mile-high desert skyscraper that would have been the tallest building in the world. According to the Wall Street Journal, rising oil prices are assisting Salman in advancing the Mirror Line and Neom because they are providing funding for the pricey project. Prince Salman also expects the project to generate thousands of new jobs and help the oil-rich nation transition off its dependence on the resource. That's all there is to this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this one. Stay tuned till the next one comes out. Goodbye.